Okay, so now we've completed the first 3 steps in the hiring process. So that is requesting to hire form. So a manager requests to hire for a position. Then we've posted the job online on Upwork. We then have decided who has gotten through the pre-screening process. We now need to ask a few more questions of these candidates, so of our top candidates. Now these questions can be found in Tool 51. Now what is Tool 51? Tool 51 can be found on you guessed it, Google Drive. So just look up T0051 and there it is, Tool 51. So when you go into Tool 51, you will see that it asks a few more questions about candidates involving where they live, their age. We also put them through a couple of questions just to get an idea from a social activism perspective where they stand in order to understand them a little bit more as people. And then we ask a few more questions about the apps and software that we use as an organization to make sure they have the experience required to be able to jump in and pick up things very quickly. And then we ask them some short answer questions. Now, these questions are probably the most important part of this Tool 51. So we ask them not only how they will respond to situations, but also gives us a understanding of the level of English that they have to make sure that it's the appropriate level for the hiring manager. So what you would need to do is very simply create a copy of this. So make a copy and name it whatever it is that you would name it. So for example, you could call it the name of the actual role that you're hiring for. So just recently I created one for our internal communications role. So we'll see that in the next folder, but we'll just put this as, example. And we'll save it in the tools folder. Okay. So this will then be created as example. And the reason why we created the new one was because we didn't want to have the template to be used. T0051 template, questions for candidates, doesn't make any sense for that role for the particular role that we're advertising for. So we want to make sure that it is it's named correctly. If you then look at, for example, example, there it is, right there. You can also see, let's hope this works, see if it comes up with, there it is, IC role, questions for candidates. So there it is sitting there, ready for responses from our candidates. So what you want to do, if we go back to the original question, original step I should say, is create a copy. We create a copy of the Tool 51 and then we'll provide Tool 51 to the top candidates to be able to understand a little bit more about them. And that's it.